Super Benny here. It's sort of end of January, February. It's been wet, it's been cold. Today we're doing a little bit of a hunt. Yesterday I was looking around for some sort of birthday sort of little things. Had a little look around town and there's some interesting things going on. We're going to check out a charity shop that I did see something yesterday, but I ran out of footage because filming kind of all the flooding lately, which the weather's been terrible. So we're going to go back to that shop, have a little look, see if it's still there. There's another shop as well that usually I don't normally sort of go in because the price is a bit bananas, but I had a little look yesterday and found something a bit rare, so I checked the prices, and actually it's maybe actually worth just popping back and see if it's still there and see if we can pick that up. So let's go on this little bit of a hunt and see what we can pick up. Maybe we can pick up something a bit rare today. Let's go!
Crate dust on my Tim, chain swing by the rim. Corner store breakfast, hot cheese on a whim. Milk crate benches, we draft teams at dawn. Net made of white, backboard long gone. Word on the wall, spray names, chip paint. Two choices daily, saint of the complaint. Sirens in the distance, mom's praying on the phone. I lace up in the hallway, this court my home. From the baseline to the bullet hole. Brooklyn raised me, kept my soul. Concrete courts in the cold night air. I got dreams. Sideline, baby on her hip, tattoo on her collarbone, gloss on her lip. Crew on the corner, heavy talk, light plans. Chrome in the hoodie, shining out their hands. They say quit that game, boy, and flip with us instead. I fake left, walk past, got winners in my head. Chain net singing as the sun turns red. I'd rather break a backboard and end up dead. From the baseline to the bullet hole, Brooklyn raised me, kept my soul. Concrete courts in the cold night air. I got dreams.
So into the second part of this video, where we now go to Comic Con and then later on just go watch some football. So enjoy part 2 of this pickup video. Enjoy.
Brooklyn, turn that up. Hey. DJ, cut that. Crate dust on my Timbs, chain swing by the rim. Corner store breakfast, hot cheese on the whim. Milk crate benches, we draft teams at dawn. Net made of wires, backboard long gone. Word on the wall, spray names, chip paint. Two choices daily, saint of the complaint. Sirens in the distance, mom's praying on the phone. I lace up in the hallway, this court my home. From the baseline to the bullet holes, Brooklyn raised me, kept my soul. Concrete courts in the cold night air. I got dreams, they got cold stares. From the baseline to the bullet holes, we keep shooting through the highs and lows. Whole block loud, but my mind stays clear. I want rings, they want fear. Shorty on the sideline, baby on the hip. Tattoo on a collarbone, gloss on her lip. Crew on the corner, heavy talk, light plans. Chrome in the hoodie, shining out their hands. They say quit that game, boy, come flip with us instead. I fake left, walk past, got winners in my head. Chain net singing as the sun turns red. I'd rather break a backboard than end up dead. From the baseline to the bullet holes, Brooklyn raised me, kept my soul. Concrete courts in the cold night air. I got dreams, they got cold stares. From the baseline to the bullet hole, we keep shooting through the highs and lows. Whole block loud, but my mind stays clear. I want rings, they want fear. I see cash in their eyes, but I see past that. I got scars on my knuckles and a torn snap back. From the baseline to the bullet holes, Brooklyn raised me, kept my soul. Concrete courts in the cold night air. I got
Super Benny here. It's Video Games Pickups 36, and we've got some more awesome pickups for you. Yeah, it's been a bit of a crazy time. It's been raining. It's been absolutely terrible weather, especially sort of down in the southwest of England. It's been absolutely terrible. Raining everywhere. It's even been raining in Spain and Portugal and all that crazy places. Speaking of which, we are going to do another trip down to Spain, so that's something to look forward to later in the year. So yeah, we've been doing a few little bits around. It was my daughter's birthday. Yeah, it's been a bit of a crazy one, really. It's been a bit chilled, and I've kind of been stuck indoors, going a bit stir crazy. I have been playing a lot of games. I played Ace Combat, I've been playing Resident Evil. There's loads of little bits on the channel, so go check out that. We also played the Pragmata demo last night, which was really, really good fun. So yeah, go check out some of the videos on the channel. It's not all going to be pickup videos because I want it to be about the games, as we always are on the channel. So yeah, let's get into some of the games that we've got. We did a bit of a hunt. So the first part of the video was we was looking for, I was just out and about in town first, and I came across Mega Man for the DS. Now initially, you know, you can stumble across these things and you think, oh yeah, this is so cool, but you've got to be, you can't always think like, oh, you know, in the greed side and that kind of stuff. You've got to be a bit sort of technical and methodical about it. And the main thing I didn't pick up those ones was, at a closer inspection, they are American. Now that affects the value significantly. I think even though the Nintendo DS's might be region free, yeah, sort of collecting wise and prices in different places, yeah. So I think it's ESRB and PEGI. So it wasn't sort of PAL region, so it wasn't sort of worth my time. It was a bit strange in there. There was a lot of stickers all over the games and that kind of stuff. It's a bit of a weird shop. I know I would never really go in there, but I thought it was quite unique. Went back home, did the research, popped back, did a double check. I mean, sometimes you can just go out and just buy these things, and then you're stuck with these things, thinking in the moment you're gonna, you know, have something cool or maybe something to resell. It's, you know, got to think with your head and think, is it something I really want? Is it something really valuable? And always check the region codes and all that kind of jazz. Anyway, it was an American copy. I was also very keen to go and check some, there was some other charity shops as well. So we hit up the pawn shops and we hit up the like cash converters, that kind of stuff. The trip eventually did come to success, which I'll come to the pickups now a bit. But I did go to the charity shop that had been successful last year. I picked up E.T., a boxed version on the Game Boy, which was pretty cool. It was a Halo Steelbook. Now the Halo 2 Steelbook has gone up in value for quite a while, and I thought, oh, I quite like the early Halos, but just Halo and Halo 2 anyway. And I thought, oh, Halo 2 Steelbook would be really good. I asked the lady in the shop, she checked the condition of it, and it was, unfortunately, a bit like sort of the Sega Saturn spines. It was very sort of loose and partly come away, and I said, oh, yeah, sorry, I don't really want it, even though it was a very good price. So yeah, it was unfortunate on both of those. Anyway, we had a little trip to CEX, which someone farted in. That's on the channel as well. Stinky guy farted in CEX. We went to the other cash converters, I think sort of close by, found some 99p games. So we picked those up while I was there. I mean, you can find cheap games. You don't have to spend, you know, I'm a bit low on funds after trading a few things and going for a Bomberman free here. But you can find cheap stuff as well. So whichever sort of level you're at, sort of game collecting. Resident Evil 6, if you're into your survival horror games, buzzing. Gets a lot of a bad rap, but very good. Brilliant condition. Resident Evil 6 comes with the manual. We've got Skyrim here. If you've never played Skyrim before, pick it up on your PS3 with the map and everything. You know, it's, you know, people need to, as I say, respect games. You know, these are great games. 99p each, both with the manuals. I mean, yeah, I'm not going to leave those on the shelf, so pick those up. Then into CX, had a little look around and actually found something. It was weird because like the day before there was nothing in there, and hey, it's the luck of the draw sometimes, isn't it? There's absolutely nothing, or there's something brilliant in there. So yeah, I found something I've been meaning to look at. I've had a few offers to like buy this previously, and I've been eyeing it up for a while. It's Thundercats DS. Now, I absolutely love the cartoon from back in the day in the 1980s and early sort of 90s. The cartoon is really, really good. Yeah, it's just fantastic. I really like the early X-Men cartoons, and I really, really loved Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Thundercats, I think the Nintendo DS is such a brilliant console, and if you're thinking about collecting sort of cheap and cheerful games, Nintendo DS has a fantastic selection. I previously had Bleach, the Blade of Fate, which is like a really good sort of little fighter on the game. I think Mario Kart and the Mario games on there are very, very good as well. I think it's a super underrated handheld, and it's one you can find some really brilliant games on, like Bubble Bobble, there's Monkey Ball, there's the Star Fox, there's all sorts on there. So there is some more sort of expensive games as you go further up. There's Resident Evil on there as well. I think it's brilliant. I think, yeah, I do quite like the Nintendo DS. So I think I should just pick up maybe a little handheld sort of in the future, and just pick up a couple more sort of cheap titles. So I think it's a brilliant sort of one. This one you can activate with the sword and do the Thundercat stuff, and it's a cheap and cheerful game if you want to pick it up yourself from CX. I believe it was about sort of £10, I think. Online you can find it anywhere between sort of 15, 20, depends what you're looking for, what it's bouncing around. But yeah, brilliant manual cartridge. I think it'll be a super fun one to play. Thundercats, a franchise I absolutely love. And to offset that, just before I was sort of going to the checkout as well, I did see this as well. We all love a little steelbook in absolutely brilliant condition. Probably because, Control is one of those games you either love or you hate. It's a bit sort of Marmite, this game, depends on who you ask. Some people really love it, some people think it's a bit meh, but it's, there is the upcoming game of this coming out. I think it's coming out this year, actually, so, if no one's going to buy it, I think I'll just stick around and keep it in the collection and wait till that comes out and then drop it then. So, but yeah, absolutely fantastic condition. There's no dints on it. Sometimes you get absolutely battered and some of the metal's coming away, but yeah, fantastic condition for a £5, which will pay for my Thundercats basically for free. So I sell this for maybe 10 quid, 15 quid. That will pay for Thundercats there, and we've got some 99p games, which absolutely great pickup. So take the steelbook, sell that. We've got Thundercats for free and a couple of 99p games. You can't turn your nose at it. So yeah, fantastic little pickups in the end. I mean, going back to those other sort of cash generator shops and that kind of stuff, sometimes they're kind of hit and miss. I have done pretty well in sort of cash converters lately. We got NBA Jam last year. Those 99p games, so maybe I should pop back and check a few of those out and give it a bit more of a chance. Some of the places you go in and the prices are outrageous, but yeah, cash converter's been pretty good recently. And yeah, buzzing about the steelbook and Thundercats. That's some great little pickups because I was really, really looking at that one for a while. Let's get into some of the next sort of pickups we have. What shall I do next? Yeah, let's get into a bit more of that before we talk about Comic Con and all that kind of stuff. Here's one I kind of pick up. I've been doing the rentals for quite a while. I think this is it now. This is it. This is one I bought sort of over January, and I was just waiting for the parcel to come. This was previously over my birthday. It's a whole bundle of the bad boys, all on the PlayStation 2. I could open up my own sort of rental store. An absolute ton of these. I think how many is here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So yeah, they're pretty sort of unique. You get like a little paper, little front cover rather than your standard cover. This one, there is a couple of good games in this that are rental ones that are pretty cool that I really wanted. He didn't want to split them, so I just thought I'll take the bundle and then we'll just get rid of these other ones and I'll just keep hold of this. As I say, my PlayStation 2 sort of collection's been absolutely battered previously, so to have a couple of little PS2 games just in the cupboard will be ideal. This is Metal Gear Solid 2. Who doesn't love a bit of Metal Gear Solid? I almost dropped those, Jesus. We'll see if we'll leave that in or not. What else have we got? We've got, this is what I was going for really, and it is Grand Theft Autos. I just really wanted the Grand Theft Autos. I'm still meaning to get, again, a decent copy of Vice City with the map, and San Andreas 2 with the map, just because I love those games. So yeah, that's the ones I wanted for. The other ones, I'll just get rid of them. I mean, you've got Colin McRae Rally, there's Gran Turismo in here that are half decent. Some of the other discs in here are absolutely battered. There's one even with a laser burn in here, which, what a disc. Yeah, look at the state of that. Rentals, mate, the rentals. Yeah, if you have a disc like that, it's definitely not going to play. I mean, some of them have manuals, some of them don't. Some of the discs are bad, but they're just kind of cool sort of novelty items. They're not very expensive, what have you. Cost price anyway, what they are. Just something a bit different, unique, and it's just got the blockbuster bits on there. I've got the Monkey Ball one, so it's just a couple of my favourite kind of series as well, that I just really love going down this rabbit hole. And that will kind of finish it now on the blockbuster thing. Or will it? Because I've got another couple here as well. Yeah, we went a bit bonkers. Yeah, let's carry on with blockbuster while we're talking about it. This one, one man's trash is another man's treasure. You know, some people are getting rid of this stuff because they don't want it. I think it's kind of tells like a bit of a history, a bit of novelty. This one is a pretty unique game, but it's been destroyed because it's got all these stickers on. But this game is actually very, very hard to find. It is Phantom 2040. Now, we're not too far from 2040. We're on the wrong side of the 2000s now. I'm a prehistoric monster from the 1900s. But yeah, this is Phantom 2040. I'll just show you. It's got the blockbuster video seals. I don't know why there's like a couple on here that there's quite a few sort of stickers on there. You can barely just make through like the Phantom guy on the top. Original cartridge with the stamps and all that kind of stuff. So you don't see much of the logo on here. But yeah, it's Phantom 24, and Phantom 24, just the cartridge alone goes for about sort of maybe £100. It's very hard to find a complete copy with the box and the manual, so yeah, I do like the loose sort of SNES carts. I've got Mega Man, I've got Final Fight, I've got Turtles in Time. This was only £15, and to have something a bit sort of really rare that you never really see. It's got the blockbuster stickers on, but I don't care. It's, you know, it's a rare game that's in disgusting condition, but yeah, I love it. Continuing on from Resident Evil with the 99p games, we've got another absolute bargain off Vinted. This was only a couple of quid, but continuing on with the theme, this one is a blockbuster one. You can rent it for 7 nights. I think I already have Resident Evil in here anyway, but for a couple of quid, I'm a big sort of Resident Evil fan. and to have a little variant. A lot of people collect the figures and the toys and do all that kind of junk. Yeah, I like to be all about the games for me. So yeah, something sort of different, sort of Resident Evil-ish. I don't know. Us Resident Evil guys are obsessed with these kind of things. So yeah, we've got one more sort of tiny little pickup. One I've been meaning to sort of pick up for a while. One I haven't actually sort of played through. I don't remember at the time. One to enter in the Super Monkey Ball shrine over here, and it's a great excuse just to keep my postcards away from danger and the little one from playing with them and destroying the history that is Yay Poo Poo and I Wee Wee. The great stuff that was sort of cancelled away from Monkey Ball. Yeah, the childishness. Yeah, these are actually from Super Monkey Ball Adventure. I believe it's the PS. Is this the PS2? I think it was on. Oh yeah, these were promo cards from game. Yeah, you can find it on GameCube as well. It's the Super Monkey Ball Adventure. Now, if you want to go deep into the lore of Super Monkey Ball, you can find that online as well about the two warring sort of little monkey tribes. And this is more sort of a solo adventure of it, just doing something a bit different with Monkey Ball. But yeah, if I get a bit of free time, I'll try and play that. This was only a couple of quid as well. So nice and cheerful pickups. I've got that for a couple of quid. I just bought the bundle to get some of those games, and then we'll get rid of those other games. So just a couple of little PS2 games to add into there. 99p games, and we picked up the Steelbook to offset buying Thundercats. So we haven't really spent too much on all those sort of great little pickups, really. So yeah, and we did a little hunt as well. We did also go to Comic Con. Now, Comic Con, I think it was it's my first sort of time going to Comic Con, and I've always had a little look about sort of these and seeing if there's any game bits around there. There is a bit. I was a bit sort of curious to go and have a little look around. There is some little game stalls and that kind of stuff, and it's all right if you maybe want to take the kids over, and you know there is some Lego and there's a few things. There's a few actors occasionally in these things. Brian Blessed was there, who is very sort of famously, he was in Flash Gordon, which is an iconic movie. He does lots of TV adverts as well. It's just an iconic voice. He was there, so that was kind of cool. Not an awful lot of more sort of actors and sort of comic books and manga was sort of be a critique would be of that. There was also combined with the card market there, which was kind of more, half of the market was kind of focused on sort of Pokemon and that kind of stuff. And yeah, it's okay, but I think a lot of the stuff is very sort of overpriced and crazy prices when you start paying a couple of £100 worth of cards and that kind of thing. And yeah, it was just kind of interesting to go and see something a bit different. There was a couple of games there. I think you'll be able to see on the video. I think there was Resident Evil Code Veronica, which I wouldn't mind picking up, but it was like 45 quid for the Dreamcast. I've seen it around for 20, 25. I mean, I don't want to price bash and do all that kind of stuff. A lot of the games were a bit out of my price range and that kind of stuff. So I know it's not the place to kind of go. Yeah, but it was interesting. There was a few little figures in there. There were some cool swords, but obviously with my little one, I don't want to get beaten up with some Demon Slayer swords and Naruto swords. So yeah, I didn't really pick up too much. I don't want to pick up too much kind of figures and that kind of stuff. I want to be about the games. If you love the games, play the games, you know, try and not focus too much on the toys. You can go down that rabbit hole, and that's why I have to say disciplined when I do go to the toy fair. It's up in the air if I will go to the toy fair as well. I think toy fair is next week. I've been doing some other stuff. I've been trying to fix my ankle as well. We've got rid of Virtua Fighter in here. So yeah, we're doing a few little other things. I'm going getting a bit of chiropractic on my ankle sort of next week as well, so that's more the focus. I have pre-ordered something from Italy, which is really exciting, which I think you'll love. A couple of little imports for the next sort of pickup video. There's not an awful lot, as I say, because I'm saving sort of money into Spain, so that's going to be, I'm going to try and do another after last time's disaster. I'm going to try and do another little, hopefully little Spanish, maybe CX roulette or CX win over there, but this time we're doing it different, which, you know, I'll explain in the next video, to try and do it better. We've had a year to think about it, but we're going back and we'll do it again. One time successful, second time disaster, third time we'll see how it goes. So yeah, Comic Con's a bit weird, as I say. Is it ideal for everyone? Maybe not. There is some suspect things over there as well, which I don't want to say too much on, but yes, just a very sort of weird place, and there wasn't so much focus on the TV and comics for me. I think I do like more going to the toy fair, and maybe I think I should go to maybe a sort of video games market. I think maybe to try that kind of stuff. Just, you know, you've got to branch out and try these things. You don't know always if you're going to like something if you don't try it. So we do like to try new things on the channel. We do like to go to new places and go different places as well and try new things. So a lot of the video game pickups videos are either in a different place or a different thing or going down a different avenue. I did pick up one sort of thing. It is video game related. It's a Nintendo Wii Mario kind of, it's like a screwball scrambled type thing. Have a little check. It's kind of unique, yeah, but I mean, it was only a couple of quid. I thought it'd be cool for the little one. You kind of spin it and try and get the ball up, but it's just very sort of badly made and it doesn't kind of fit in. Yeah, so not brilliant, but hey ho. Comic Con, meh. The football, they got battered as well in the football, but you know, it's more about the sort of atmosphere and that kind of stuff. Yeah, so that's it really. Hopefully it'll stop raining. Hasn't stopped raining for the last 2-3 months, so we can go out and do a few more hunts and that kind of stuff, and then hopefully we'll see how the outside is, because I'm going to have to do a lot of work as well to restore the garden after the deluge of just constant rain down here. So fingers crossed we'll get back into a few more little tiny little pickups and hunts locally. I do know one of the stores as well is closed nearby, so yeah, we will be doing a few sort of videos talking about eBay and Vinted and game stores and all that kind of stuff that are dropping in the next week or two as well, so look out for those. Yeah, video games pickups 36, something a bit different again. Comic Con, it was you know, we tried, as we always do here. See you in the next one. Video games pickups 37. Well, fingers crossed, hopefully we've got some half decent imports. So I'll see you for that episode. Take care. Bye.
Super Benny. Travel looking for something rare, unique, and cool. Waiting for latest news to tell you something new about retro games and awesome stuff.